Hey, good morning. This is a meditation this morning for releasing, and we're designing it specifically for women um, because we want to, as women, strengthen our pelvic floor. And so I'm going to guide you through this relaxation um, for releasing tension. So allow yourself to come to a comfortable cross-legged seated position, sitting tall on your spine, aligning your head directly over your shoulders, extending the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And we'll let the hands rest on the backs of the knees as we take our first deep breath in through our nostrils and our long, slow, deep breath out through our nostrils. We're going to stay with this long, slow, deep, relaxed breath. And we'll move into Ruchaka breath, where we begin to inhale for the count of 3, and we work to double the exhalation. So as you breathe with me, I invite you to breathe in on your next breath for the count of 3. And as you reach the top of your breath, let's begin to exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, anticipating the inhalation as the breath comes in through your nostrils, filling the lower, middle, and upper abdominals with air for the count of 1, 2, and 3, and exhaling with me for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll allow ourselves to take that inhalation one more time, filling the belly with air, and exhaling at the top of your breath for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And as the next inhalation comes into your body, I want you to focus on filling the belly fully and completely. And as you reach the top of your breath, I want you to bring your focus to your navel center and allowing the navel center to move as far back to the spine as possible. And noticing as your breath comes in through the belly for the next inhalation, that the belly is expansive, moving towards the center of the room. And we notice that the exhalation contracts, recoils, moves towards the spine. Just bringing your awareness on that natural rate and rhythm. And the nice thing about Rachaka breathing or 2-to-1 breathing is you really do notice if you're running out of air, if you're forcing things. And if a 3 to 6 count doesn't work for you, maybe inhaling for the count of 2 and exhaling for the count of 4. So our meditation today will be focusing on the pelvic floor, our lower abdomen, and our lower back. Continuing to feel your breath. Are you breathing now into your chest, or are you feeling it more so in your belly? As you take that next inhalation in through your nostrils, allowing your abdomen to become round, expansive. And as you begin to exhale, feeling your abdomen falling backwards towards the spine now. letting that breath come into the nostrils. And on that exhalation, sending that breath to the lower belly and back. Breathing out and letting your abdomen and lower belly come back to normal in a resting position. Breathing in for the count of 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Anticipating the inhalation as you take the breath into the belly, allowing the breath to become expansive. Exhaling for the count of 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let the focus of your body, of your breath change let the focus of your breath change into a focus into the body. I want you to focus on allowing your body to get heavy. Maybe starting to feel the root of your pelvis floating down into the earth. Still extending out through the crown, but feeling grounded and rooted. Letting your hips be heavy. Letting your stomach be totally relaxed and heavy. Letting your breath become expansive on the inhale. Letting your head and your neck become heavy. Maybe drawing your chin down towards your chest as you roll your right ear over to your right shoulder. Stretching through the left side of your neck. And as you exhale, rolling the chin down to center over to the left side, lengthening to the right side of your body. Noticing how you're feeling. And exhale as you come back to the midline, drawing the chin towards the chest. We'll rest the fingertips between the eyebrows and inhale, begin to lift your head. We'll keep the eyes soft. And we'll continue to breathe. So I want you to imagine now that the front of your hips will begin to melt away. Imagining now the ball of your hip socket or your hip joint sinking deeper and deeper into the socket. And if you feel inclined, if this relaxation is making you feel like you'd like to change positions, give yourself permission to come down to the mat or come down to the floor and rest in Shavasana. Allowing your backside to relax. And as the backside and the pelvic floor begin to relax, we can breathe down into the body and feeling more rooted and connected to the earth. Feeling more expansive as the breath extends towards the front of the room or towards the ceiling. Thinking about your pelvis now completely dissolving away into nothing. Softening the base of your tongue. Maybe allowing the tongue to move to the top of your mouth behind your front teeth. Relaxing through the forehead, eyebrows, and eyelids. Relaxing the temples and the inner ears. And we'll begin to soften the shoulders, letting your whole body get heavier and heavier, more and more relaxed. I want you to imagine that your body is snuggled underneath a warm blanket, a warm, heavy blanket. Imagining our thigh muscles relaxing. Maybe even allowing, if you're in a reclined position, to bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees drop away like they would in reclined bound angle. The pelvic floor now and the space between our legs might feel very vulnerable and open. And it can feel unsafe at times to release these muscles and let go. But if you're in a seated position, maybe with your eyes a little bit more on a gazing point, you can bring the soles of the feet together and sit in a seated bind or Baddha Konasana. And if that vulnerability makes you feel more tense, I'll invite you to keep your eyes open or find a downward facing gazing point, maybe a spot on the carpet or your desk. Always choosing the option that feels grounded, safe, and secure when you practice meditation. It is perfectly safe now to release and let go. Now you're feeling so heavy that it might be difficult to lift you up. It might even feel difficult to raise an arm or even a leg. Just notice the meeting points between your body and the earth below you. And now that you're feeling more comfortable and relaxed, maybe more relaxed than you've felt in a long time, let's bring our awareness back to the breath. Taking another deep breath in through your nostrils as you fill your abdomen with air. Letting that inhale be slow and steady, smooth and deep. And as you inhale, try to feel your pelvic floor stretching and opening with each inhale. And then as the exhalation comes into the body, knowing that the pelvic floor recoils back up into the body, drawing it in. Breathing in now, allowing the pelvic floor to stretch and become more open. Allowing your abdomen to become round and expansive. And allowing your lower rib cage to open like an umbrella around the front, the sides, and the back of your body. Spreading that inhalation to the lower belly and your lower ribs, as well as your upper ribs. As you exhale, allowing all of that to gently come back. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So coordinating the counting now with allowing, simply taking another deep breath in for the count of 6. And as you slowly inhale into the abdomen, trying to feel your pelvic floor stretching again, becoming more open, the deeper you move with your inhalation. And then when you exhale for the count of 6, allowing the pelvic floor to recoil, moving back up into the body. And we'll do that again, inhaling for the count of 6. And as you take that deep inhalation, feeling your pelvic floor stretching, becoming more open, knowing that you are safe, that you're supported by your own body and your own practice, that you have choice. Exhaling for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, drawing the pelvic floor back up into the body. Choice of where you practice and how you practice, that you are in control. We'll try that again, inhaling for the count of 6 as we allow the pelvic floor to relax all of its muscles, drawing heavily down to the earth. And exhaling as you draw the pelvic floor back into the body for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take 1 or 2 more deep breaths in. And 1 or 2 more deep breaths out. Continuing to either lie on your back or sit heavily on your mat with your spine long and your crown lifted. If you are lying on the floor, bending your knees now, closing that chapter, rolling to one side. And you can meet us coming tall on your spine in a nice, comfortable, cross-legged seated posture. And when you come back to the beginning, coming back to that seated pose, really noticing how you feel. Allowing yourself now to bring your hands to your heart. Bowing to yourself and the time you've taken in this mindful minute to practice relaxation for pelvic floor health. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.